Okay, in the previous class, I had told you about step 1, that was design of top chord member. So the members were AC and EB. AC force was 80 kilonewton and the CD force was 70 kilonewton, out of which the maximum force was 80 kilonewton. So in this, you need to calculate the ultimate maximum force. So how do you calculate this ultimate maximum force? By multiplying the factor of safety. So the factor of safety is 1.5. So when you multiply this maximum force with 1.5, you get your ultimate force as 120 kilonewton. So that the maximum force is 120 kilonewton and the maximum length is 3.46 meter. As I said, the top chord member, it is subjected to compression member because the sign convention, because it has a negative force. Okay, so when it has a negative force, you need to design that as a compression member and using double angle, because as I have already told that for the top chord member and as well as to a bottom chord member, you need to use double angle, I mean 2 ISC you need to use it. And also you need to do a bolted connection. This connection they have not mentioned in question, but you can assume it. Here, it is left to you, it's your choice whether you can, if you want you can do a bolted also, or else you can do welded connection also, but the double angle is mandatory. Okay, so coming to the step 1, the step 1 formula, it is PD equals AE into FCD. PD, it is nothing but design force. Okay, AE you need to find out here and FCD you need to assume it. This is an assumption, so you can assume your FCD between 30 to 120 Newton per mm square. So when you substitute all the values, because the design of force is there, you have calculated already. The design force is it is nothing but your ultimate force, that is nothing but your maximum force. So that is 120 kilonewton and AE is unknown factor over here, and whereas FCD I have assumed it as 60. You can assume it between 30 to 120 Newton per mm square. So when you find out your AE, you will get your AE as 2000 mm square, convert that into a centimeter square. So with respect to this AE, that is nothing but with respect to this area, you need to select the angles. So how do you select your angles? By using a steel table. So in this steel table, always remember that you need to select a double angle, that is an equal angle, not in an unequal angle. Equal, it is nothing but 70 by 70, whatever it is there now, that is an equal angle. In case if you select 50 by 65, 50 by 70, so that is all unequal angle. Okay, got it, hope you got it. So now let us see the steel table. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಸ್ಟೀಲ್ ಟೇಬಲ್ ನೋಡೋದು ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ಸ್ಟೀಲಲ್ಲಿ ಇಷ್ಟೊತ್ತಿಗೆ ಕಲ್ತ್ಕೊಂಡಿರಬೇಕಿತ್ತು. ಬಟ್ ಸೊ ಒನ್ಸ್ ಅಗೇನ್ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಟೆಲ್ ಯು, look at this. These are the rolled steel T-bars are there. These are the T-bars. In this, these are the angle, is it not? In this, what they have given, properties of two equal angles back to back is there. So these kind of angles you need to choose. Okay, so in this, check out your area. So area, what your area is, your area is 20 centimeter square, whereas in this sectional area, where is 20, you need to choose an angle near to 20 or greater than 20, whichever the area is near to 20 or greater than 20. So here look at this. So 50 by 50 is there, and these are the thickness 3 mm, 4 mm, 5 mm, 6 mm, and these are the sectional area. So this is lesser than 20, whereas for the 55 by 55 there is no, it is 20.04 is there. But in case if you select an angle which is greater than 20, then the section will, the design which you do it will come under safe. Okay, for that reason, for the safer side, you need to choose an angle which is more than that. Okay, and here it is 60 by 60 is there. You can take this also 22, that is 60 by 60, 10 mm thickness is there. Okay, the gusset plate thickness is 10 mm, so 22 is there. And whereas for this 65 by 65 and the area is 24, whereas 70 by 70 by 8 mm thickness, it is exactly 21.16 is there. It means near to that or greater than that. So you can select any of these angles which is near to that, because 22 it is greater than that, you can take it. Okay, It's not an issue that you are, I am not saying that you are not supposed to take it. You can take also, and you can take it and you can do a design. So here what I am going to select, I am going to select 70 by 70 by 8 mm. So what is the area of this is 21.16. So write down this. So here select a suitable double angle section. Try 2 ISA. 2 ISA, it is nothing but double angle 70 by 70 by 8. 8, why I say taken 8? 70 by 70 by 8 mm thickness. Your area is 21.16. Okay. So after this you need to write down all the properties over here. So properties of 2 ISA 70 by 70 by 8, radius of gyration. So that is nothing but RXX. In this you need to check out this radius of gyration. So where are the RXX? Look at this, 70 by 70 by 8. So in this IXX is there, and your ZXX is there, and radius of gyration 2.12 is there. Okay, so 2.12, it is nothing but 2.12 centimeter from steel table. It means R minimum, convert that into one, that is radius of gyration RXX, it is nothing but your R minimum. It means it is 21.2 mm. So write down this angle as per the steel table. In the steel table the drawing is like this. Okay, so in it this is 70 and this part is 70 and this part is 8 mm, whatever it is there now. So this angle, it is 8 mm is there. So same way, look at this, assume the gusset plate thickness as 10 mm. Okay, gusset plate, it is nothing but the center part. This part is there now, this part we call it as gusset plate. So gusset plate, in the drawing it is clearly shown that it is 10 mm thickness. So after that you need to calculate your effective length. LE, it is nothing but 0.85 times of L. Okay, 0.85 times of L, 0.85 into L. L, where do you get it? How do you get your L? L is this part. Okay, so here you have chosen which value, 80 value, and your obviously your L will be, I mean your length will be 3.46 meter. So when you substitute entire values over here, so after substituting entire values you get your value as 2941 mm. So after that you need to calculate your slenderness ratio. Slenderness ratio, obviously we know the formula, lambda equals LE divided by R minimum. Lambda E equals LE divided by R minimum. LE is nothing but effective length. This should be, this is not L, LE. Make it as LE. LE divided by R minimum. LE, you know that is 2941 mm, and also you know your R minimum also, that is 21.2 mm. You will get your slenderness ratio value as 138.72. From table 9C, from page number 42, IS 800, open that IS 800 code book. In that, for to always, and in case if they have not mentioned, so you need to take your FI as 250 only. In case if they have mentioned your FI value for particular values, you need to look after these values. Okay, I'll open now table 9C from page number 42. This is, look at this. This is your 42. Okay, in this 42, just check out where is your FI yield stress value 250. You need to check out these columns. 250 is there, no? The for 250 and lambda value. What is your lambda value? Lambda value was 138.72. It means it falls under 140. 130 and 138.72. It falls between, where does it fall? Between 130 to 140 it falls. Okay, so now you know the value of 130 for FI 250. So that is 74.3, and the next 140 it is 66.2. By doing an interpolation for 138.72, you will get your value as FCD value as 67.23 Newton per mm square. And also, what does your code says? Your code always says that from page number 34, IS 800 2007, whatever your P, okay, P value should be always P value should be always lesser than your design force, that is nothing but your ultimate force. Then only the condition comes as a safe. So coming to this, design force equals Fe into FCD, AE into FCD. AE, it is known. AE is nothing but for the angle which you have selected, that is 70 by 70 by 8 is there. No, for 70 by 70 by 8, what was your AE area value? So that you need to take it. For 70 by 70 by 8, your AE value was 26.04, is it not? So the same thing it is selected here. So AE is 21.16, it has come. Just a minute. For your 70 by 70 by 8, what was your area? Area was 21.16. It means, so here what we have substituted here, 2116 mm, and FCD, it is FCD is which you calculated over here. So that FCD, how much you got this value? 142.25. okay, this value, it is greater than this whatever you have calculated your ultimate force, 120 kilonewton ginta jasti ide. So it means the condition is safe. Okay, so coming to this connections, for this your compression member design stops, okay, ends up. Okay, so after this, after getting your design it as a safe, in case if you are not getting your design, you need to write that as an hence the design is safe, so section has to be revised. ಸೊ ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟು ಬಿ ರಿವೈಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಮತ್ತೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀರಿ ಅಲ್ಲ ಹ್ಯಾಂಗಲ್ಲು, ಅದನ್ನು ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗಬೇಕು. ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಸೈನ್ ಸೇಫ್ ಬರೋ ತನಕ ನೀವು ಡಿಸೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗಬೇಕು. ಅಂದರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಈ ಎಸ್ಟಿಮೇಟೆಡ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಏನಿದೆ, ಎಸ್ಟಿಮೇಟೆಡ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಏನಿದೆ, ಎಸ್ಟಿಮೇಟೆಡ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಗ್ರೇಟರ್ ದ್ಯಾನ್ ಯುವರ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಯಲ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್. ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಏನು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀರಿ ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರಬೇಕು. ವೆರಾಸ್ ಕಮಿಂಗ್ ಟು ದ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ 2, so coming to this step 2, in the connections what I have told, we have to do bolted connections. These all properties you need to assume it using M16 grade property class 5.6 black bolts. Okay, there is a hell lot of difference between black bolts and as well as to a HSFG. Okay, HSFG, it is nothing but high strengthened friction grip bolt. And so coming to this, we have assumed that M16 grade and 5.6 black bolts we have assumed it, so that your dia of the bolt is 16 mm and overall diameter, okay, overall diameter it is D0 equals 16 plus 2. This overall diameter how I have added from page number 73. In the 73 they have mentioned that so and so for this thing you need to add so and so mm diameter. Look at this 73 here. So the nominal size of the fastener D 12 to 14, the standard clearance is 1 mm. Okay, and whereas for 16 to 22 you need to add it as 2 mm, and greater than 22 it means 24 you need to add 22, and larger than 24 you need to add your clear cover as 3 mm. So here your diameter of the bolt is 16 mm, so that we are adding a clear cover as 2 mm. So it means your D0 value will be 18 mm. After this, in the bolted connection, in the bolted connection, what you need to calculate? Shear capacity you need to calculate, and as well as your bearing capacity also you need to calculate it. So for this, what you have to do it? So shear capacity formula, it is nothing but it is there in page number 75. Check out in the code book, already you know. VDSB equals FUB by square root of 3 into N of N into A and B plus N of S into ASB into 1 over gamma MB. FUB, it is nothing but ultimate stress of bolt, okay, into N of N, it is nothing but number of threaded connections, okay, and N of S, it is nothing but shank. Okay, shank, it always comes 0 because there will be in a connection there will be no shanks comes very rarely, so that this entire terms becomes easily this entire time becomes zeros. So for this what you need to have, look at this FUP, this is ultimate stress of plate, you need to assume this as 410 Newton per mm square, whereas ultimate stress of bolt, Okay, this is standard. Whatever FUP is there, no, ಅದು standard. In case question ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ always at any cost you need to take 410 only. But whereas this FUB 500 per Newton per mm square ಏನಿದೆ, it depends on your property class. ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಏನು ಹೇಳುತ್ತೆ, ನೀವು ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದಿರಿ, ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ 5.6 ಅಂತ ತೊಗೊಂಡಿದ್ರಿ. IS 1079 ಏನಿದೆ ಅದನ್ನು ನೋಡಿ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ 5.6 ಇದೆ. 5.6ಗೆ ಅಲ್ಟಿಮೇಟ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ಲೇಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ, 500 ನ್ಯೂಟನ್ ಪರ್ mm ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್. ಅದನ್ನೇ ಇಲ್ಲಿ FUP ಈಕ್ವಲ್ಸ್ 500 ನ್ಯೂಟನ್ ಪರ್ mm ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಅಂತ ತೊಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಓಕೆನಾ. ಸೊ ಈಗ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಈಗ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಇವಾಗ, ಎನ್ ಆಫ್ ಎನ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ 1 ಅಂತ ತೊಗೊಳ್ಳಿ. FUB ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನೋನ್, ಅಲ್ಟಿಮೇಟ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಬೋಲ್ಟ್ ಅದೆಷ್ಟು 500 ಅಂತ ಇದೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಎನ್ ಆಫ್ ಎನ್ ANBಗೆ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ 0.78 ಇಂಟು π/4 d². D is how much? It is not D naught. There's a hell lot of difference between D and D naught. Please be careful. This is D. So D means 16 they have given. Substitute that value. You'll get your A and B value as so much. After this, your gamma MB, it is always standard. It is 1.25. Okay, gamma MB is also standard. It is 1.25. When you substitute your value, you will get your shear capacity of the bolt as 72.43 Newton per mm square. So after this, bearing capacity of the bolt. This also you have a formula in page number 75. So that is VDPB equals 2.5 into FUB into D into KB into T. Okay, FUP it is nothing but ultimate stress of plate. Okay, that is 410 Newton per mm square. Whatever it is the year, no, that is 410 Newton per mm square. And D is 16. Okay, so you need to calculate your KB value. KB you need to get your KB value, you need to check 4 factors. One is E by 3D naught, okay, and P by 3D naught, FUP by FUB, and KB is 1. This is standard factor. E it is nothing but edge distance. P it is nothing but pitch distance. Okay, how do you calculate your E? E you have a, for edge distance you have a formula that is 1.5 into D naught. D naught it is nothing but 18 mm. Okay, so 1.5 into D naught, you will get your edge distance as 27 mm. And whereas for the pitch distance you have a formula 2.5 times of D. So therefore the pitch distance you have a 40 mm. You will get value as 40 mm. Substitute that value. E by 3D naught you will get 0.55. P by 3D naught minus 0.25. This is standard formula. P by 3D naught minus 0.25, whatever it is there, no, it is a standard formula. So when you substitute your P value divided by 3 into D naught is 18 minus 0.25, you will get your 0.49. And whereas FUP by FUB it is always standard 410, and FUB it depends on your property class. For the 5.6 you got your ultimate stress of the bolt, that is FUB, you got 500, you got it as 500. So when you substitute and when you calculate it, you will get your value as 0.82 and your KB value as 1. So out of these 4, whichever is the less, that will be your KB value. Out of these 4 values, I mean out of 0.55, 0.49, 0.82, 1. Out of these 4 values, whichever the value is less, that will be your KB value. So which one is less? So this 0.49 is less, it means your KB value will be 0.49. Substitute that 0.49 to this formula, that is 2.5 KB into D into T into FUP. Okay, so substitute that value into 1 over gamma MB. For this formula you need to substitute into 1 over gamma MB. Okay, so when you, after substituting 2.5, KB is known, KB is how much? KB 0.49, D is 16, T it is nothing but thickness, not a gazetted plate thickness. So that is your angle thickness, because you have selected 70 by 70 by 8 mm. No, here it is there, your angle, which your angle you have selected 70 by 70 by 8. This is your T value. Okay, substitute that T value and KB FUP ultimate stress of plate, that is 410 Newton per mm square. So after substituting and calculating, you will get your VDPB value as 51.43. So now you have to calculate Therefore the bolt value is how much. Actually you need to calculate number of bolts. For that number of bolts you have a formula, strength of the bolt divided by bolt value. Okay, so strength of the bolt is nothing but, what is the strength of the bolt is, so here you have a strength of the bolt and bolt value. So strength of the bolt is how much, the force which you have it, maximum force you have it, no, ultimate force you have it, no, 1.5 times of 80. When you have done your 1.5 times of 80, so that time you have got your strength it as 120 kilonewton. It means 120 into 10 to the power of 3. So that will be your strength of the bolt. And whereas for the bolt value, so bolt value out of this shear capacity and bearing capacity, shear capacity of the bolt and bearing capacity of the bolt, out of these two, whichever the value is less, so that will be your bolt value. Okay, so I mean this shear capacity value is 72.43 kilonewton, and whereas your bearing capacity value is 51.43. so out of these 72 and 51.43, which one is less? So 51.43 is less, so that will be your bolt value. Substitute that 51.43 kilonewton as your bolt value, so that you will get your value as 2.33. it means it is rounded up to 3 numbers. Actually what I have told, this connection, in the truss connection, minimum number of the bolts should be 2 numbers. It is greater than 2, hence this connection it is completed. It means the top chord member you design that as a compression member, and also you have finished your connections also.